Peace, peace. I'm back. I'm back. So I want to get back into the We Are Energy two-part series. Oh, my bad. I was listening to some. Shout out to Dan John, by the way. I love his podcast. I love his YouTube content. Uh, Look him up on Dan John University. He's an Olympic lifter. He's big on kettlebells, and I'm really a big fan of kettlebells. And I'm gonna definitely get into kettlebell stuff, training. I want to have a couple of guests, male, female kettlebell guests, and certified people, whatever. But anyway, I want to get back into the We Are Energy two-part series. Part one is I'm talking about the chakras, right? Yesterday, on the last episode, I discussed the seven chakras, their colors, where they're located, and basically kind of aligning yourself with each chakra. Now, um, so I was looking at the on the website on dailyohm.com. It says the crown chakra is white. So I'm looking at all these different charts, and all of them are like a purple color. So I'm like, am I reading bad information? Like, what is this? So I I click on a different website about the chakras, their meanings and explanations and all that stuff. And apparently the crown chakra can be white or violet. But every chart I've seen, I've never seen the crown chakra colored in white. So if you're really into the spiritual energy and the seven chakras and you have extensive knowledge on it, hit me up and school me. I want to know. Instagram, Herrera at Herrera Health and Wellness. You can email me. We could talk about it through there. Herrera Health and Wellness at gmail.com. Shout out to the people that actually reach out to me with questions or with compliments and comments and stuff. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I know I haven't been as consistent, but I'm here. I'm here. Life happens. Life gets in the way. So I want to dive just a little bit into the chakras a little more because I want to, I guess, read what it says here, like as far as um what aligning yourself with each chakra does. Let's just start with the first one. Then after that, we'll get to like this the actual second part of energy. You know, the yin and the yang, the chi, grounding, all that good stuff. We are electromagnetic beings, right? Now, the first chakra the root chakra, uh, what aligning with the root chakra does, you'll take effective, inspired actions without overdoing things. You'll feel more confident, more safe, and more financially secure. That's the root chakra. The second chakra is the sacral chakra, the sacral. Correct me if I'm wrong on either one. What aligning with this chakra does, you'll develop a healthier self-image and be able to accept change with more ease. I'm good at adapting to change, but I could use a little help on developing a healthier self-image of self because sometimes I struggle with looking at my body, not liking what I see, or there's days where I love what I see, and just stuff like that. That's neither here nor there. We'll get to the third chakra. That's the solar plexus. Aligning with this chakra, you'll experience more clarity and courage, as well as a feeling of confident humility. The fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, aligning with this chakra, your relationships will flow with ease, your capacity for forgiveness and compassion will increase, and you'll feel more self love and more facility in listening to your heart. I'm halfway good with this. I'm very compassionate. I'm forgiving. I'm just a loving person. I'm very easy to get along with. So, are you aligned with your heart chakra, or is that heart chakra blocked? Ask yourself that question. The throat chakra, now aligning with this one, you'll be able to express yourself freely and authentically. You'll be able to speak your mind. All right. I know a lot of people who are scared to speak their mind. They will literally bottle that shit up. Right. And growing up the youngest of brothers and four brothers and three brothers, and um having a father who was very like masculine, quote unquote, whatever you want to call that. I couldn't really express myself, you know. But as I got older, I expressed myself through words, and sometimes it offended people, and sometimes it didn't. Some people took it with a grain of salt, and that's what it was. The sixth chakra, third eye chakra, located right here, in the brow area. Aligning with this chakra, you'll feel tapped into your intuition, experiencing it with clarity. Take that how you want. That was pretty quick and to the point. Crown chakra, white or violet, remember that. Aligning with this chakra, it leads to a greater attunement, to self, as well as a greater sense of humanitarianism and the development of transcendent ideas. I like to consider myself someone who's very considerate of other people's feelings. I think about what I'm going to do before I do it. Is it going to affect this person? Is it going to hurt this person? And stuff like that. But anyway, listen to part one. We are energy, the seven chakras. I dive deep into the chakras, or as deep as I can, because I'm not too knowledgeable. Like I said, this is what I'm learning, and this is very interesting to me. Now today we talked about what aligning with each chakra does. Right, that was just a continuation to part one. Now we're gonna get into the part two, which is just the energy, the body of the energy that we carry in our body, the different types of energy, how to harness them for your brightest day, right? So this is a website I was reading called rituals.com, and it says each and every one of us is a living ball of energy. Every atom, every molecule, every cell, every tissue in our body creates the human energy field, and our atmosphere is a sea of electrical and electric magnetic charges that interact with us. I talk with my hands a lot. I don't know if that's a New York thing, a Latin thing, whatever. So if you're watching this, you see my hands all over the place, that's what I do. Now, how does energy interact, right? Based on understanding how energy interacts with ourselves and the environment, and by getting to grips with how it works. The idea we can make difference to how we feel both emotionally and physically. So if we understand how energy works, how the spirit works, the energy in our bodies, the way we flow, being in alignment with ourselves, right? We have a better understanding emotionally and physically. Not just the way we feel, we can become more aware of everything, but we also become aware of those outside of us, the people around us. How are they feeling? And you get a sense of that when you're in their circle, when you're within their realm, within their energy realm. So you get a sense of how they're feeling without them saying anything. Body language says it all, posture says it all, look in the face says it all. So when you're more aware of how you're feeling internally and you're more in tune with your energy, emotionally and physically, you become better at seeing, feeling, and noticing what other people's energies are. How are they feeling? That's something I think I've always been semi good at, but I've gotten a whole lot better as I've gotten older. Um, you know, Not saying I've been in the streets, but growing up, in the streets, you kind of become an experienced reader of people. Energy is a source of life, right? So, according to the website, in traditional Chinese medicine, uh, we call it the qi, and we read about the concepts of the yin and the yang, right? In India, prana is energy in all matter or life breath. Everything's energy. In Inca tradition, energy is called Kasaway Pacha. And in Hawaii Kahuna tradition, energy is called mana. So there's different names for it, but energy is energy. Energy is universal. Energy is can be individual, but at the end of the day, we're all connected. So if we all align ourselves with love and compassion and kindness, we can actually live in harmony. But obviously, that's not the way things work. Money, power, greed, hate, violence, war, That's what makes the world go round, unfortunately. But always look at things from from a holy perspective, from a divine perspective, and try to see the glass half full. Now let's talk about the yin and the yang, which is the Chinese, right? So the yin and the yang, according to this, they represent two opposing energies that come together as one to balance each other out. So that's like basically when it's daytime and when it's nighttime, or your your feminine energy and your masculine energy. Whether you're male or female, we both have we all have feminine energy, we all have masculine energy. You don't really become a truly complete individual if you're not in tune with your energies, if you're not in tune with your feminine energy, and if you're not in tune with your masculine energy. It's all connected. Now, light and dark, black and white, male and female, night and day, slow and active, that's yin and yang. The mixing of two makes life possible and allows us to realize what's needed in order for us to feel properly balanced. Now, when the two flow smoothly, our physical and emotional state is in sync, but stresses such as, right? When we're overworked, when we're undernourished, when we're eating like shit, um, relying on prescriptions to hide our ailments, that throws everything out of balance, right? I mentioned it. You take one pill, throw some shit out of balance. Now you got to take another pill. Now your shit is all fucked up. You're you're masking your imbalances with medication or with consumption, instant gratification, social media, entertainment. Always always trying to stay busy and not be in tune with yourself, or not being alone with yourself, and not kind of harnessing that energy and trying to like figure out the energy why you're in an imbalanced state, why you feel the way you feel. You We tend to ignore it, right? In the Western world, we ignore this shit. Once we're in tune with all that, we don't want to ignore it. We want to figure out what the issue is. Everything I'm eating, everything I'm doing, the way I'm walking, the way I'm standing, the way I'm sitting, right? Sometimes you'll see me, if you're watching this, fixing my posture, because sometimes I kind of hunch over. When you're in tune with that, your energy, what you're putting in your body, how you're moving, the way you're working out, are you overtraining? Are you doing too much of this? Are you eating too much? Your body's going to tell you this. Something is out of balance, something is off. You have to do something in order to bring it back into harmony, to bring it back into balance, right? Now, I'm going to read into this a little bit more. In Western medicine terms, the yin and the yang balance can be comprehended as the balance of the automatic nervous system. The sympathetic is the yang, and the parasympathetic is the yin. They act on the body in opposite ways, influencing many organ functions such as heart rate, digestion, respiratory rate, and sexual arousal. The yin aspect turns on our rest and digest mode, while the tang, I believe they meant to write yang, sets off our fight or flight mode. It's all about balance, right? Identify these imbalances, right? Understand what your body is feeling. Get to know your body. Stop distracting yourself. Stop with these dopamine acts. Stop with these, dopamine reactions, with these pleasure traps, and just be with yourself. Why do I feel the way I feel? I feel so out of whack. Why is this? Sit with your thoughts. Don't think about food. Don't be on your phone. Don't be on TV. Don't watch TV. A lot of us, especially in the Western world, especially in the New York area, it's always go, 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 hustle, hustle, hustle. It's all about never stopping. Oh, I'll sleep when I die. So you start to feel anxious. You start to feel burnt out. You start to feel stress. And you feel it. And if you're in tune with it, that's your body telling you to slow down, breathe, stay still for a minute, be with yourself, relax, take it easy. All right. I want to get into the next thing, which is the next things, which is the chi, the QI, chi. If you're listening to this or watching this, correct me on this. I'm learning because I love knowing about the body and the energy, the prana and the mana. All of the above that I just mentioned, they're considered life force, energy, or vital energy, right? Prana is the name of ki in Ayurveda, but is a variation of the same thing. Ki is present in every cell throughout our body, mind, and soul, and is meant to flow freely throughout our meridian channel, carrying energy to all body parts, encouraging them to function in a healthy manner. I talked about blockages, right? I talked about blockages, chakra. I talked about chakra blockages. If you're not speaking up, that means your throat energy is right. Your throat chakra is blocked. Your crown chakra is blocked. If you get all this brain fog, or if your digestion is fucked up, that means what is that? The sacral or the solar plexus is all out of whack, right? So any blockages, according to rituals.com, or disruptions may bring on symptoms such as pain, tiredness, the feeling of being stuck, or weakened immune system and ill health. Some people are always telling you, you have people like this at your workplace, in your family, whatever, in your household, always talking about how tired they are, always talking shit about the next person, just always so negative, always down. That's because they got all these blockages. They're so out of tune with the body. They're so out of tune with themselves. They don't know what's going on. They refuse to know what's going on because they think they're thriving talking down on a person, or just always feeling tired. They think that's just normal. You could get 8-10 hours of sleep a night. If your energy is shit, chances are, excuse me, if your energy is so negative, chances are you're always going to feel tired, no matter what. And, I don't know about you. I would never want to be like that, feeling tired all the time, always talking down on people. And it's just not the way. Now, one of the best things you can do to remove any blockages, obviously, besides like being in tune with yourself and being aware of how your body's feeling and what's out of whack, and kind of like learning that, and just learning that. Let me get the words. And just putting action into that and trying to fix it. Another thing is yoga. Yoga clears blockages. It stimulates energy that flows into the central nervous system and the spine. It improves your prana or your chi. At the end of yoga, I don't know about you, but I feel fucking great. You accumulate energy. You removed a lot of tightness in the body. You got the blood flowing. You got the energy flowing through the body. Nothing is really blocked. You feel open. You feel loose. You feel length. You feel free. All of that energy that you harness is directed to the spine, which translates to a feeling of blissful happiness where your body is in full balance. So if you've never done yoga, doesn't matter how big you are, how out of shape you are, how tight you are, go do that shit because you will not regret it. Try hot yoga. It's like a hot ass room. You will feel sweaty as fuck, but guess what? You will feel fucking great at the end. You might want to keep going. Balance all that shit. What is soul energy? I have no idea. That's what this article has right now. So I'm going to talk about this shit with y'all. Soul energy, aka spirit energy, the most subtle type of energy, and has a close affiliation with their emotions. It can be translated, and I'm reading this word for word, in many different ways, such as your mind, spirit, consciousness, vitality, expression, soul, and energy. It can be seen as a sparkle in someone's eye or an emotion when they are talking about something which inspires or brings happiness to them. All of which depend on the heart. The heart is where your soul energy shows up. If your emotional energy is feeling depleted, this is where it will show up for you. Now, practice self-love, embrace yourself, be compassionate, be self-compassionate, know how worthy you are, know how great you are, know that you have unlimited potential, know that there's nothing in this world that can stop you, and there's nothing in this world that can break you. You have to know this. That's spiritual energy. That will boost your spiritual energy. Be grateful every day. Write down gratitude. Write down what you're grateful for every day. making gratitude a habit, as it will transform your outlook on life as you start to experience an appreciation for the little things. I feel good just talking about this because I love this shit. I do gratitude almost every day. You know, I wake up say, saying thank you. I'm grateful to be able to walk and to see and to touch and to feel and to have a roof over my head, to be able to speak into the mic and talk my shit and for people to listen. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all that, you know? And love is one of the highest vibrating states of being and has the power to pull out of even the deepest of ditches. So tune your heart to love and your energy will soar. So fuck all that hateful energy, man. Just be full of love, be full of compassion, be kind, get along with people. You know, remove yourself from negativity and surround yourself around love and compassion, right? Mental energy. All right. I believe this is the last of the article. Mental energy. The power of your mind is one of the biggest factors when it comes to energy levels. We be thinking some crazy shit. We think thousands of thoughts a day. A lot of it could be negative, a lot of it could be positive, but the thing is, we think too much. We don't know how to turn that shit off. That shit can stress us out. You could think yourself into actually being sick. That's how bad it is. If you have mental energy in abundance, it will show happiness. It will show us happiness, confidence, focus, and increased willpower, productivity, and motivation. But if you have a negative mindset or are lacking mental energy, it will lead to low mood and even anxiety. We all go through it. There's times where I've been fucking low as fuck. But we have to dig out of that. We have to dig out of that energy field. We have to crawl back into that positive, that feel good energy that boosts our mood. Where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on the negative, all your energy is going to be pushed toward the negative. When you think positive, you feel confident, you feel great, you walk with a bop, you walk with your chest out, shoulders down. That shit is contagious, and people notice that when you walk into a room, right? So you feel confident. You will also perform more effectively, increasing the likelihood of success in whatever you are doing. Training your brain to think positively takes practice, but it can be done daily, right? What I tell you, train the body, train the mind. It's all connected. I say that shit every day. I've been saying this shit for years. Just sit still and breathe and just visualize what you're grateful for, right? Stay there as long as you wish you can. Sit there and meditate. Stay there for as long as you can and just be grateful to just sit there for as long as you motherfucking can. The more often you do this, the stronger the muscle will become and your mind will become better at thinking positive thoughts, boosting your mental energy. That's it for that article. I do want to get into grounding real quick because that's, we're energy beings. If we walk around barefoot, we're locked. If we walk around on grass barefoot, we're getting, grass, dirt, sand. We're connecting ourselves to the ground. We're connecting ourselves to the sun, right? We're connecting ourselves, we're connected to the earth. We're getting a boost of energy from the sun. Everything is energy around us. The earth, the sun, the people. Now, remember, man, stay in tune with your energy. If something is out of balance, just stop for a minute, sit down, turn everything off, be by yourself, and just figure out, damn, what's out of whack? What doesn't feel right? My gut is off, or I have brain fog. Figure it out and work on it so you could improve your quality of life. So you could be right with yourself on the inside, and then you can be better on the outside. You can do better on the outside. You could just live a better quality of life. Now, listen, grounding. There's a couple benefits on grounding. So grounding is when you walk barefoot on grass, walk barefoot on sand and on the sand, and we're so disconnected with these thick ass shoes and all this fashion, and we never want to be barefoot. Um, we never tap into these energies, right? Our bodies are sophisticated electrical systems, but we're so full of excess of information, producing positive charge in today's synthetic laden world. We never tap into these electrons on a daily basis the way our ancestors did, walking barefoot or with leather hides on their feet and sleeping directly on the ground. Our ancestors were continuously connecting to the Earth's natural energy. And this is according to harmony783.com. If you want to feel grounded, you have to walk barefoot, right? They have minimalist shoes, but being completely barefoot is the way to go. Walking around with bare feet and simple leather sole footwear, our ancestors were always grounded and they had significantly fewer health issues. If you go to the doctor and your feet are fucked up and they tell you to wear insoles, that's worse. That's just disconnecting you more. You're more disconnected. That creates pain in the ankles, pain in the knees, pain in the hamstrings, pain in the glute, back. It's all connected from the ground up. So once you develop some strength from the ground up, just walking barefoot, you kind of see some of that pain alleviate, kind of dissipate. But when you're more aware of your body, you'll realize that. So take your shoes off, do some grounding, connect yourself to the earth, be one with your body, feel that energy, harness that energy, align yourself with anything, balance yourself properly. We are energy, man. That's it. That was part 2. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you just think about this and you tap into your spirit and your energy and how you're feeling and just bring everything back in alignment. Just bring everything in harmony, man. It's all about balance, right? Ground, sand, grass, the sun. Take your fucking sunglasses off. Take it in. Let your body recharge. Boost that immune system. All right. Thank you for listening. Hit me up on Instagram at Herrera Health and Wellness. Hit me up on Gmail, Herrera Health and Wellness at gmail.com. All right. You want to talk about energy, you want to link up with me, we could work out, we could ground, we could meditate, whatever. I'm in New Jersey. I'll go to New York, whatever. Hit me up. Let's do it. Let's connect. Let's trade positive energy. Let's help boost each other. Let's help boost the people around us. Let's help boost the community. Let's bring everybody back in alignment. Let's help bring everybody back into true harmony. It's all about love, baby. That's what it's about. Love, compassion, kindness, empathy. Let's be like that. Let's harness that energy because we are energy. Thank you for listening. Train the body, train the mind. You know what's up. Until next time. Peace, y'all.